Alright guys, welcome back. Today I'm here catching a Herzog Stone train along with 427 with another Pan Am Railways unit. I just got out of school and I had to stay after, and if I didn't stay after I probably would have caught 438, but I didn't, and I caught the tail end of him and I didn't bother to film it. So now I think the symbol is W089 maybe. So W089. It's rock load. It's stone coming from Westfield, Massachusetts, going to Selkirk. I believe once it goes to Selkirk, it's going down to somewhere else, but I'm not sure because we usually don't have these around here, at least over the winter. I think we have a lot more of them during the summer, which is right now, so I should be getting more of these. Luckily, he passed Westfield. Supposedly, he passed at 12 or 11:31, but I checked on my school computer and he... One second. I don't know what that was about. But I checked on my school computer. I didn't see him pass Westfield, but I would assume he passed Westfield around 12:07. But he passed Chester at 12:37. So I was a little worried I wasn't going to catch him, but 438 luckily saved me. New update for heritage units. We have two that came through this morning. One on IO20, which was 3194 trailing second, and on IO22 this morning that went also to Worcester was CSX 1982, which is a seaboard system. All right, we have W086, I believe. there you go. That's the loaded rock train. Stone train, actually. Cool Herzog cars. Typical on a loaded rock train. Great horn show. I love that engineer. Okay, so I predicted wrong. The rock train already came through. I just filmed him. I think the symbol was W086.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 178.8.
So, I think the symbol was W086. Great engineer, as you saw in the last clip. Godly horn show. Bunch of Herzog empties. Very cool. You don't see that every day, so that was a cool catch. It was a unscheduled train, so on the log it was marked in blue instead of yellow. And yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna film until I hear this detector go off again, because it would be nice to actually hear the symbol.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 178.8. No defects. No defects. Total axle 278. End of transmission.
W086. Cool catch. And I'm going to be waiting for 427, Amtrak, and maybe the other Amtrak. If you thought things couldn't get worse, well, they can. So Amtrak doesn't have an ALC, ACL, whatever the fudgel sticks it is. It does have 108 leading. Actually, there's also another thing that could happen, because 4.8 was delayed, and he stopped in Rensselaer and just kept going. So that makes me think that there's either not going to be a 4.8, but it says he's scheduled to depart Albany in like 2 minutes. But I think it's going to be a whole different power. So it is possible that 108 doesn't come through here, and it's possible that another ACL comes through. I just heard the tracks go chick, chick. So that makes me think he's on his way. So I'm gonna walk right here, stand right here, signal's still red. This is gonna be annoying. I'm stuck here for at least an hour. And 427 cleared Chester at 2:34, I think. So he'll be here in he'll be here in like 50 minutes. 50, not 15. I wouldn't be complaining if it was in 15 minutes. Okay, so they eventually sent Amtrak after an hour of being late. P449 is nowhere to be seen. I don't think he's running today. Or maybe the logs just glitched, like the tracker. I think the gates are going down up there. I don't know the leader, but hopefully it's something. Good. We also have 424 and W0 something. We have another work train coming east. Can't really see. Okay, so it was the typical PO48 lash up. I didn't get a warning, but I still have my AirPod in. I'm listening to the Selkirk radio, and this guy decides to show up. Didn't even call it the signal.